took dog for a walk. Then knees are killing me, and gonna go do probably legs tonight, which should be fun. Have to work out anything that's not gonna tax my arm because left arm's hurting for some reason. Started hurting like 2-3 weeks ago. Didn't lay off of it enough. Couple days every now and then to let it rest, but I guess I twinged it or something because it just doesn't want to let off from stinging every time I do a movement that requires a little bit of arm strength. So that means I have to lay off back, which I don't want to do, but if I want to not be stupid and avoid a muscle, just a muscle that I can't work for properly forever, then let it rest for a while. It's the only thing you can do. Just let something that feels like it's in a bit of pain rest, and you'll be fine. So I'll have to avoid certain back movements and such, but it won't be too irritating. I think I can still do chest and, of course, midsection and legs. So it's not like it's definitely not the end. It's not the end of the world. It's just lay off one body group. You're fine. Work on the rest. You have other tools that need sharpening, or whatever the hell the analogy is. So lay off that and just trying to record anything I can. Not a channel that has a direct objective like what it's trying to do. Just because I'm vlogging for myself, progress wise, just anything I can get on. Trying not to have a crappy day or just I don't want to do it, but fortunately that was kind of yesterday. So just gonna try and get back into the groove of recording, just to not be so shy about it. I don't really want to be shy about it. Recording anything, going into the public or anything like that. It's a useless feeling to me. So I'm not a workout channel. I'm not a gaming or anything like that. I don't have a specific thing. I'll do exercise, and I want to record food and stuff like that because it's just another thing it's another thing I do. Make a lot food. If I want to start recording games, I'll start recording games or anything like that I'm doing. Go to the park, record that. If I'm drawing people, I love to draw, so I can start recording that. I just record anything that's a hobby wise. Just because recording, yeah, it's like I said in the beginning, just a diary. It's just to show progress off, and it just feels like movement. Anything that feels like movement feels like you're taking another step forward in your life. So it's very it's very like helpful mentally, and the mental games about whether you want to say it's higher or equally as important as your like physical health. Your mental health's very, of course, important, and a lot of people are suffering from that. To be fair, though, nowadays yeah, it's hard to look at people and actually feel sad. Like feel sad when you see them going, especially family members who are going through mental stresses, and you want to help them, but at the same time, when you try to help them and they say, "Oh, that's not my area," or like some people just don't want to take care of themselves the way they should be taking care of themselves because it takes effort or it takes doing something you don't want to do. That's everyone's game. You don't want to do something, so you're not going to do it even if it's beneficial. I want my sister to come to the gym because she wants to, but she's not a very active person. That's not the right thing. She doesn't enjoy that. She doesn't enjoy going on walks like I go on walks and stuff like that, but she's trying to improve her mental and everything. So it's just not her. It's not. She says it's just not her thing. She doesn't like going. She hasn't seen progress before, or whatever. But if you want to improve yourself mentally, like going to the gym, not just for the exercise aspect, but just being around people, getting used to something outside your comfort zone, it's improvement, but some people don't want to do that. And it does not have to be the gym. Just doing something that's outside your comfort zone. So I'm not gonna mock her on that. It may just not be her taste, but I'd like to see people who complain about certain aspects that they're mentally struggling with, when they have the option to be improving them, go after them. Because if you're complaining about a problem that you're not seeking a solution for actively, why do you expect anyone to care, to give you energy in the listening? I'm not saying I would like to help. Anyone with a heart would love to help these people, but at the same time, they don't even want to help themselves to begin with. Not really. If you really want to help yourself, you're doing stuff. You're trying. You're not sitting there watching Netflix and telling people and complaining to your relationship partner or something like that, how shit's not going right for you, or you need to cool things off and go to your friend's house just to chill out your anxiety for a bit. You're doing shit because you want to improve yourself and your mental health, which is in dire stress these days with people. So I don't know how much I don't know if pity's the right word, but I don't know how much give I have for people who are not actively trying to help themselves when they can. Feel sad for them, but I'm not you're not gonna get pity. You're out. I'm an open listener. I have no problem listening to people, but why are you asking for telling people about your problems? Like you're really wanting pity from people when you're not doing anything to improve it. It's just the type of things that kind of make this world a bit sadder, but you gotta keep hope. You gotta keep hope for people, because they drive you absolutely insane if you don't have hope for them. Because you just, you love, we love people. We should. You should want the best, but they gotta help themselves. They gotta help themselves before they can allow. They should allow other people into their lives, anyways. That should be number one priority. Some people, and I know it's a bit of a tangent from the rest of the everything, but it is a big topic. Yeah, it's funny, the people who don't have the ability to fully help their situation just still take the most out of what they have and don't complain. But the people who have the ability to help their situation always complain. I'm gonna leave that one. It's they're always, yeah. People are life's comedy. If we didn't have dumb people, we wouldn't have comedy. I don't know. But I'm trying to do that for myself anyways. I know I have my areas of crappiness, which I'm trying to improve. I don't start things up very well. I'm trying. This is kind of a helpful area. I don't start. I get obsessive when I'm doing them, though. So if I can start, I don't know, I'd like to get into some sort of a business, whether it be art, video games, or such. But I'd like to get into business and be a creator, and just in general, because I have a more creative headspace than I do for many other subjects. So I'd love to get into one of those, but I have trouble starting or finding the right place to start. But if I got there, then I know I'd be obsessive about it. So that's one of my things I'm wanting to work on drastically. If any of you guys want to talk about, to comment on those type of areas for yourselves, then you're more than welcome to. I'm always interested to hear that stuff from people with their areas that they always want, that they're trying to improve, even if it's just small things you're doing to improve it. Most of us have sort of similar problems. So, anyways, some of them are really deep, some of them aren't, and such. But the good news is, most human beings on this earth are not going through a struggle that has not been gotten out of or solved by someone else. So you may think your struggle's unique, but it's probably not. Most likely, there is somebody who's gotten out of that pit of shit, and you can look up to them for hope and advice. So that should be one thing to say. Don't pay. You can be like, it sucks. I don't know. Like there's I'm by far not one of the most unlucky people. I have a lot of fortune going away in certain areas. Certain areas I have no fortune in, but I'm not like I have them. I still have hope for them. But yeah, you just try not to pity yourself. Just try to solve it for yourself. It's kind of the most you can do. Otherwise, you're just a pity case. And do you really want to be a pity case for people? You get attention, I guess, but what do you do for yourself? Why do you want people's pity? It doesn't make sense. We all have struggles, but if you're talking about them and not working on them, you are just trying to ask for pity. I don't understand it, but I have felt I have been at that place too before, where you just want people to listen to your problems, and you're unwilling to fix, and you're not even like full gassing to fix them. I've been in that situation as a teenager. We've all had those moments where you just want to to crap mouth it out to someone and have them listen and say, dude, you're like, you don't deserve this. You're a great person. You have this and this going. You have all these like great suits for yourself. Like all these directions you could be in. You don't deserve this pain. You want, like, we've all been in areas where we want someone to say that to us. But you could just have the self-esteem and respect for yourself and go from there and work on yourself so you don't need someone else's props to get your ass back up. Because if any of you guys have ever seen Rocky, he puts it the best way. You get your ass kicked in life. Shit doesn't not go right for you. Jobs, relationships, just friends relationships, jobs in general. Economy. Crap you cannot control punches you in the freaking face and will kick your ass to the curb and will continue kicking you. And then you get and if you want to lay there on the ground waiting for someone to stop walking past you and to give you a hands up, you're more than welcome to. Or you can get through your hands a couple times. Someone may come and just be a dick and kick you right back down to the ground. And by that point, it's up to you whether you want to keep trying to get up or not. Because some people just like to step on you because they're not happy with themselves. And if you don't have to be happy with yourself, but can you survive or be content? You're not going to be happy every day. But if you're going to be one of those people who will basically try to elbow themselves through through a sewer of shit, even if someone else is like stepping on their head just to get where they're trying to go, and you're still trying to crawl up again and again, rather than waiting for someone to say, oh my god, dude, are you okay? Here's a hand. You can wait. There might be someone, but you're going to get kicked again, and they might not be there that time. So I hope you guys learn. I hope we can all be one of those type of people who's willing to crawl through shit, mainly to get to some clean air and water, so you can wash that crap off yourself. And then you can join all the other people who've crawled through their share of shit and be with them. You'll find your relationships, you'll find your friendships that way. You'll find the people who just don't give a shit for those other type of people who were waiting for a helping hand, and they understand each other the best. rather than the people who are just faking it. I know this video's been kind of pointy, but I didn't say it was going to be one video or the other. I'm just talking. Alright. 15 minutes, I think that's way over the limit.